Hello guys, welcome back to a fresh new video. Today we are going to study about the disease of field and horticultural crop. Here we study about the introduction of diseases and definitions, how it occurs in the plant, and some useful terms, and about the fungi. So let's get started. What do you mean by plant pathology or phytopathology? Phyto means plant, pathos means suffering, logos means study. The study about plant causing diseases is known as plant pathology. Its actual definition, it is the branch of agricultural science deals with the causes of etiology. Etiology means the study of disease causing organism and its management. How the its resulting losses and management of plant diseases. It is caused by the pathogen which is firstly attached to the host body and get penetrated into the host cell for the nutrition and nourishment. After that it's reproduce and multiply in the plant part, specific plant part. What do you mean by plant diseases? Plant disease is a continuous irritation by the pathogen which develop the symptoms of disease. What do you mean by symptom? Symptom, it is either external or internal alternation of a plant disease. Let's study about that some terms which are used in plant pathology. First is disease. Previously we studied that disease. Disease is a continuous irritation by a pathogen which develop and the symptoms is known as disease. This disease definition is given by G.N. Agricos in 1997. Disorder, non-infectious plant disease due to abiotic causes in adverse soil and environmental condition is termed as pathogen. It is the microorganism which is literally sends a pathogen in an agent that causes pathos or damage. Parasite. Parasite is a type of body which is get attached to a host for the living and nutrition. It is for the growth purpose. Pathogenicity, it is the ability of pathogen to cause diseases. Sign, what do you mean by sign? Sign is the seen on the host by the pathogen. Symptoms, it is maybe external or internal reaction or alternation of a plant as a result of diseases. Incubation period, the time period between penetration of a host or first appearance symptoms in the host body is known as incubation period. Next is the systematic infection. The point of entry varies in pathogen, bacteria and viruses without showing its adverse effect on the tissue is called a systematic infection. What do you mean by epidemic? The disease which is occurring widely but periodically in a destructive form, like lead blight of potato iris feminine in 1944. What do you mean by endemic? Endemic, it is a moderate to severe in a particular area or country, like club root of cabbage, blackwort of potato, onion spot. What do you mean by sporadic disease? Which is occurs through spores. It is very irregular interval and locations, like angular leaf spot of cucumber. Next, we have to go and study about the characteristic of fungi. Why we read about that fungi? Fungi, most of the plant diseases are caused by fungus. It is bacteria and virus also, but most of the disease is seen by the fungus attack in a host or plant body. What do you mean by fungi? What is its definition? It is a eukaryotic spore-bearing achlorophyllous and heterotrophic organism. It reproduces using sexual asexually. What do you mean by eukaryotic? Eu means absent of nucleus. Karyon means nucleus. Here the fungus having absence of nucleus. Spore bearing. It reproduces through sporulation or conidiospores. Achlorophyllous. It cannot prepare its own food. Heterotrophic organism, and it reproduce by sexually or asexually in the plant body. The fungus having three type of structures, which is somatic structure, hyphae and mycelium. What do you mean by somatic structure or stoma? It is as a vegetative body or fungal body. It cannot be no difference between it, not like a root or leaf or stem. It is a fungal body having lack of vascular system. What first picture it is shown. And what do you mean by hypha? Hypha is a thin transparent tubular filamentous filled with protoplasm. This one is the hypha, structure of hypha. It is looking like a root, but it is a thin, transparent, it having no color. Or tubular structure. The tube, in this tube, the protoplasm will be filled. What do you mean by mycelium? Mycelium is a higher version of hypha, which is looking like a nectar-like structure or filamentous thallus. It is known as mycelium. Next is typhoid fungal thalli. Next one is the plasmodium, and second one is the unicellular thallus, and third one is the multicellular thallus. Plasmodium, plasma means molded body. It mold into a actual body. It is unicellular thallus consisting of single cells, that is centenarium. This like structure. The second picture. Multicellular filamentous thallus. It is having filaments, that mushroom agaricus. Mesory fungus having this like of structure, multicellular filamentous structure. Next is fungal tissue. Fungal tissue we called plectenchyma. Plectino means to weaving, or chyma means infusion. It is shown in mycelium because become the organized into closely compact or oven tissue. It is of two types, pectenchyma. First one is prosenchyma and second one is pseudoparenchyma. In structure A, you see it is loosely compact, loosely oven tissue. It is shown in agaricus piperus, in mushroom. And second one is B structure. See in this B structure, it is pseudoparenchyma. It is closely compact and its shape to resembling the parenchymatous cells in the plant, hence it is shown in armillaria tissue. This type of tissue is shown in armillaria. Next is the modification of mycelium. Modification of mycelium. Why the mycelium is modified? The mycelium is modified because of three reasons. First one is nutrition. Second is its favorable condition in unfavorable conditions and favorable conditions like winter and drought like situations. And the third one is reproduction. First one is rhizomorph. Rhizo means root, morph means morphology. In first picture you see it is just like a root structure, means its morphology is like a root. That is the example of armillaria. Sclerotium. Sclerotium means it is a hard round, just seen as a mustard seed and black in color. Now here see the second picture is the sclerotium or rhizocornea. Next is the stroma. Stroma means mattress or cushion. Mattress. Stroma is the mattress like structure. It having two type of stroma, substromal and second is perithecial stroma. First one is substromal. Substromal, it is present below the epidermis, and perithecial stroma, it is spread about that perithecia. Substromal example is Cercospora personata and Ticca leaf spot. Substromal condition is seen, and perithecial stroma, it is shown in wheat or perithecium. Next is hostorium. What do you mean by hostorium? Hostorium, it sucks or drink the materials for the growth and development. It is just like finger like structure or elongated. Here we see that first one is hostorium. Hostorium, it is a living body in a host cell. It having the knob-like structure. Knob-like structure. In this one is the knob-like structure, which is elongated and finger-like. Second one is rhizoid. It is root-like structure, not a root. It is root-like structure. It is root like a branch structure found in the substromal produced by the fungi. For example is rhizopus. Second one is, last one is aprosodium. Aprosodium means it is a fungal body which is press against to the perithecia and penetrate into host body and sucks or nutrition by through ostodium.